First blood drawn. You seeing this?
Setting up for an interview comes with a lot of decisions that all happen at the same time. You're choosing a frame before you can even put your stuff down. You're adjusting light placement based on where the power outlets are, not the composition of the shot. And somehow the best shot always ends up farthest from power. That setup friction costs time, and it forces compromises before we can even roll. In this episode of our production cart build, we're going to solve that by integrating a dedicated Anker power station directly into the cart. We'll show how it's wired to simultaneously power cameras, lights, audio, and everything all from one mobile power source. Let's get started. So here it is. This is our giant battery. It is 2,048 watt hours. It can put out 2,400 watts, which is the same as a 20 amp circuit. So we've never run into a situation where we've tripped a 15 amp circuit. So I think that'll be more than sufficient. We use LED lights, and they just draw way less power than lights of days of old. It's got two 140 watt USB-C ports. It's got 5 standard household plugs. It's got a 12 volt socket, which we'll use for running camera accessories. We'll go over that in a little bit. It can charge super fast, and importantly for us, it's got logic built in that lets it seamlessly change between outputting from the battery power and from the wall power that's coming in. So we're going to use that to use this as essentially a giant UPS for our whole cart. There's a lot to do to get this in the cart, but I want to take this opportunity while we still have a relatively clean, wire-free situation. I want to trim these posts so that the cart fits in the van, because right now it wouldn't fit in the van, and that would completely defeat the purpose. And I also have a drawer I want to install, which will be easier to do when I can take this top shelf to the workshop and drill some holes in it. So. Oh yeah.
Comes with a free washer too.
Whew, all right, there's our hole. I only have grommets for up to 1 inch, and I drilled 1.25 inches. So guess I'll have to get some bigger grommets. So we got our drawer in, which I couldn't be happier with. Works great, looks great. We got our post cut here, and we have our hole cut. And I have the correct grommet for it. There we go. Just going to reinstall our Sackler puck thing. So this is where the battery's going to live. There's a few problems to address right at the bat. Firstly being, if you look here, oh my gosh, it's all dirty. It's all dirty. The outlets are too low. They're blocked by this. So they need to come up, which means putting something underneath the battery. The second problem I want to solve is being able to easily connect this to the wall, and I have a solution in the form of a cable reel, which I think will be amazing to use. So that's going to go here, something like this, something like that, so that when you want to plug the card in, you just pull this out, plug it in. When you're done, you just suck it back up. So that needs to be mounted as well, and I am thinking of mounting this to the same plate or piece of wood rather that this is going to sit on top of to raise it up. So let's make that. I want to take this off. It's like all gooped up. Like any respectable maker, let's try brute force first. Whoa, there's ghosts in here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not exactly sure what I accomplished here. Oh my God, okay. Get our biggest pair of pliers. This is definitely not what they had in mind when they put this together. Oh, I think we came this far with the Dremel. Let's finish it with the Dremel. There we go. It's free. Having taken the screws out of this, it's doing some unwinding, which I really don't like. Oh my God. Okay, let's just put that back. Oh my God. This is gonna go on here like this. I'm going to drill 2 holes here. Connect these pieces. Drill bit's incredibly dull. Just gotta sharpen it up real quick. Okay, first let's see if we can, put this reel back on. Oh boy. Okay. Definitely backwards.
Does that mean? Does that mean I totally messed it up? Oh my God. Oh, we've got a problem now. Fuck. I do not want this thing explosively coming apart. Okay. Okay. But now I fear that I did it. Backwards. That is not how I intended it to be. I did want this to be facing more this way. So we'll say that we did it on purpose, make an adjustment here, and then that'll actually be better. So let's do that. Let's hope we did this right. No. We're corrected. All right, second chance. Second chance to get it right. Okay. I can live with that. Let's screw this in. So, if with the weight of this on it, this should oh yeah. Works great. Let's get on the cart. Here we go. These are visible. Let's test out this hose reel. Can come out this way. Oops. Can come straight out. And then it lays flat. Well, there you go. I'm pretty happy with that. So we got the battery in, we got the reel in. I would like to secure the battery down to the cart more, maybe in the future. I don't think it's really going anywhere because it's a hefty battery. But now we get to do the fun part, which is running cables and making it so that we can start plugging stuff in. And getting things ready for the next few stages of electrification, which is the wheels, which is going to be a challenging build. But after already pushing this thing around, I just did a test fit in the van. It fits in the van really well, but it's heavy. And having powered wheels on it is just gonna make it so much friendlier to use, and can't wait. I also got a lot of these little 12-volt lights in, which are gonna be used for headlights. Pretty cool future build. as well as lights up on here for when we're searching for things that we've lost. Like a lot of things. Okay, let's do it. First thing we're gonna do is use these two USB-C 140 watt PD fast charge ports. I'm gonna get two USB-C cables running from there. Next, we're gonna be utilizing this cable I made at a previous shoot, which is a 12 volt cigarette lighter adapter to 4 of these P-tap ports. This is gonna be great because with a battery like this, it's DC internally, and it has to convert to this AC for the plugs. And there's efficiency losses when it converts to AC. So if you can keep it DC, theoretically there should be, it should be more efficient. So if we keep as much as we can on this 12 volts, then we're gonna be looking good. So that's gonna go to the monitor. I'll show you up when we get up there how that's all gonna work. So I found this power strip here, power adapter, power strip. It's got 2 plugs on it, but on the top it has 6 USB outputs, one 65 watt, 2 45 watt, one 20 watt, and then 2 15 watt type A's. So that'll be great for lots of miscellaneous power applications. For cable management, I'm going to be using these little magnetic guys. Well, let's use, we have this Velcro right here, so. It does just barely fit up through here. So then what I'm thinking is these just gonna live coiled up over here with our little magnetic cable ties. This cable actually fits pretty nicely into this channeling down here. That hides that away really nice. Oh man, that's amazing. All this cabling just pushes right in. You seeing this? Look at this. It just pushes right in. Oh, that's amazing. That's perfect there. And then let's use little USB to USB-C cables like this to just go right into here. Another thing I've noticed is that these USB-C heads here, they fit snugly in here. So look at that. Oh, that is brilliant. Okay, so this is the wiring for our monitor. I want the whole thing to run off of one single P-tap. The way I achieve that is through this P-tap splitter here. So splits it here. One goes into the monitor, the other goes through this nifty adapter, which is a P-tap to USB-C PD. It says the output is 15 to 20 watts. It's very important because this transmitter is very specific about how much wattage it gets. It won't just work with any USB-C input. So, and then it's gonna get power from this splitter, which is what we wired up earlier, down to the battery. When I power the battery on and send power to the 12 volt, when I plug this in, it should power everything up. And it doesn't. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's just there we go. So that powers both this receiver as well as the whole monitor, which can swivel. That's a success. Now that the cart has a dedicated power source, it becomes more of a platform and less of just a thing to move equipment around. In the next episode, I'll start adding some upgrades that take advantage of this power. See you next time.